Hello, Carina Braun here. Today I would like to talk to you about an up-and-coming band I think would be a great fit for the record label. Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective is a four-piece jazz funk band from New Orleans that meets and exceeds every one of my criteria. I feel an emotional connection to the group's music and have seen their passion flow through their work. They perform live with wholehearted energy and are able to stay honest in every aspect of their lives, their team, and their music. They maintain a balance between being strong-willed and open-minded when working with others and let their personalities shine through in every aspect of their band. The collective meets and exceeds all of my criteria, and I think it would be a great band to sign to the label. It all starts with the music, the heart and soul of the music industry. My first and most important criteria for signing an artist is whether or not I connect with their music. I believe good work, the best work, is done by people who are passionate about what they are working for. This, for me, is the music. When I care about the music, when I truly believe that the music an artist is creating should be heard by the public and shared with the world, I work very hard to make sure that music and that artist is given every opportunity to succeed. It is vital that I believe in an artist's music before I sign them. Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective put their heart and soul into music they create together. Whether it is in the studio or during a live performance, each band member puts out the same passion and energy when they are playing together. When deciding to put out an EP, Rourke and his bandmates made sure each song fit their style and relayed the quality that they knew they were capable of. This band knows exactly how they want to sound, and they work hard to make sure that what they put out lives up to that standard. Because they truly believe in their music, I truly believe in them and the power they have to become a successful music group. The second criteria that goes hand in hand with the first is passion for the music and the things surrounding the music. I need to see that an artist's passion is on fire for what they do as a musician. I need to be able to see the drive they have for creating music, connecting to fans, and developing their vision as an artist. Making music needs to be enough for the artist. If they are focused on fame and fortune, then they are on fine-tuning their craft, then the passion for the music is not there, and I will not sign them. The most obvious factor that shows that Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective are passionate about the music they create is the fact that they are all studying music. Rourke and the rest of his bandmates are all music majors at Loyola University, ranging from music industry studies majors to jazz performance majors to popular and commercial music majors. This shows that there is nothing else they want to do more than to be able to create the music while surviving in the ever-changing world that is the music industry. This is not simply a hobby for any one of them. They all plan to stick with this profession for as long as they can. By taking time to go to school and learn about the industry, practicing and fine-tuning their craft along the way, Richard Rourke and his Voodoo Collective are living their passion. Artists need to be able to perform live. Live musical performances are what can make an audience really connect with an artist. Having energy, being comfortable in front of an audience, reaching out to people through live music are all things I find vital in any artist I want to potentially sign. A live show is something a fan needs to be there to experience. Live shows are a huge revenue stream for artists as well. Live performances are all about the experience for the consumer, and consumers rather spend money on these experiences over products. When seeing Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective perform, you can feel their passion and hear their soul as they all move to the beat of the music. The energy they bring to the stage is impossible to ignore, and whether the audience is dancing to their music or just listening and tapping their feet, the music and energy is influencing them in a profound way. Their performances are very unique in the way that it feels almost like they are just jamming on stage, even though countless hours of rehearsal go into each show. Stage presence comes natural to them, and the audience responds extremely well to their passion of performing live. Honesty is key when finding potential artists to sign. Artists I work with need to be able to be honest about their goals and vision. If an artist is unable to show honesty in this regard, they will not be able to find the passion that drives them towards success. The more honest they can be with me, others on their team, and themselves, the more likely their vision will be heard and the more likely their passion will stay ignited. On the other side of this, honesty within the music being created is equally as important. Music has the ability to bring out strong emotions in people, and the more people feel those emotions, feel as though they can relate to a song, the better for the artist responsible for creating those emotions. Music can be such a vulnerable thing, and the audiences can pick up on whether or not an artist is being honest with their music. Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective's honesty is shown in each one of their songs and how they stick to the style and sound that they have set out to create. They do not change the way they perform, look, or sound based on what is popular or what those around them want them to do. I think this is vital into keeping the artist happy, but also in making sure the audiences realize how genuine the music is. The group stays firm on this vision and makes sure that those who work with them understand it as well. An artist needs to be strong-willed in knowing what they want and what they do not want. It is important that any potential artist be able to stand up for their values. If an artist begins to give in and do things that don't align with their values, it is inevitable that the artist will lose sight of their passion and vision. An artist who is unable to say no is more likely to not work as hard for their enterprise, resulting in inadequate performances, stress in the studio, laziness, and a whole bunch of other things. All these things can hinder an artist's chance for success. What is great about Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective is that they have all studied the music industry and for the most part can understand what will help them and what will hurt them. They know when they are not being treated fairly and speak up when they want things to change. This is extremely important for me because the industry can have so many different pressures and an artist needs to be able to stay true to their vision. If the group were to say yes to everything, they may be easier to work with, but I believe it is valuable to have an artist that maintains consistency within their vision and is able to speak up when something is not aligning with their values, and that is something Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective know how to do. On the other side of being strong-willed, an artist must show that they can be open-minded to suggestions. Being overtly uncooperative will more often than not never benefit an artist. Keeping an open mind and expressing interest in hearing others' ideas is something I look for when signing an artist. It takes a team to have an artist succeed. Rarely, if ever, does an artist succeed with no help. There are so many people in the industry, many different ways of thinking and solving problems, so many creative minds. It is crazy not to have an open mind, one that is ready to absorb all new ideas and information. Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective are very in tune with their vision and goals. By studying the music industry at Loyola, the group and their management have been able to be open-minded to new ideas presented by other artists in the program and try new things in order to further their careers. They understand that they are just starting out and there are people in the industry with more experience and broader knowledge that will be able to help them get to the next level. This is very important because as they grow their enterprise, Richard and his band need to be able to explore new ways of reaching out to their audience and getting in touch with other industry professionals to help them grow. Finally, an artist needs to have personality. Personality incorporates multiple different factors including style, attitude, and overall physique. Personality doesn't mean changing who you are or what you stand for. It is about consistency and unwavering commitment to a specific tone, look, and feel. This criteria is more fluid than others in that there is not one specific trait that needs to stand out. An artist could have a very unique voice, sense of fashion, attitude. They may have a voice on a specific issue. It could be any number of things. Personality can also stand for a specific image or brand that the artist has created that helps them stand out from the crowd. I think that what makes Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective really stand out from the crowd is the style of music they play mixed with the personality of band members that create up the group. They play jazz funk at a highly professional level. Each band member has been playing jazz for years and studying it at Loyola. Because of this, they create an advanced sound that probably surprises many people. The band members are all in their early 20s, which gives them a look that seems like they would not have that much knowledge of jazz. This, mixed with the pale skin and fiery red hair of their frontman, Richard, audience are shocked that they create such a unique and sophisticated sound. Each individual band member's personality stands out, and as a group they are able to grab the attention of their audiences and shock them with their talent. Now that you have all the information, here's a little taste of their brilliant talent.
I love it when we get down, cause you know it's true. And I love it when we wake up, cause I'm laying next to you. Pay cuts come and go, but we gonna be alright because our common goal. Ain't no way around it, babe, we'll always compensate. Other than what you hear right now, I ain't got much to say. Don't speak and not listen like those.
Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective have stood out to me since the first time I have ever heard them perform. The more I got to know them, the more I realized how in line with my criteria they are. I have strongly connected to the music they create. I do not just like it, I love it, and I have an emotional connection to it too. The group's passion for their work is at the forefront of everything they do. The collective has a natural talent for performing live, vibing as one on the stage, reaching out and connecting to the audience through their music. Honesty within themselves, their music, and the members of their team is something they all strive for every day. They are strong-willed and know when to say no to something that is not in line with their values, but they also know how to keep an open mind to the creative minds that surround them. Finally, they have the distinct personalities that sets them apart from the rest. Richard Rourke and the Voodoo Collective meet my 7 criteria and are at the top of my list of artists to sign to the label.